access.
Hey!
Hello.
Y'all missed us?
I'm sure you did.
It's my fault.
It's mine low-key, too.
It's my fault, y'all.
Equal.
Okay, well, since we're sharing the blame.
Equal blame here. Yeah, might as well.
Yes, this is our face mask episode.
Yes, as you can see. Ooh, child. They tight, too.
Yes. Taiy made these.
I did. This is bentonite clay, activated charcoal, apple cider vinegar, and water.
Very tight. Very.
This had my skin together when I was in high school, though.
Oh, really?
Yes. This is the only thing that really worked.
Stick with what works.
Child, anyway.
So, the song you just heard, if you're listening to this on Spotify, Anchor,
all of those places, all the DSPs.
We should be hearing back soon from Amazon Music.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool. See, we learned this shit at the same time. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just submitted it last night.
Oh. All right, then shit.
Yep. So the song you just heard, it's Tayy's pick.
Wet Dreams by J. Cole. Everybody know it's everybody's favorite.
So you want to get into how you've been doing?
Sure. Stressed, depressed, lemon zest. Okay. It has been... Honestly, I've been good, but I've also just been, stressed the fuck out with school.
I was going to ask you how classes were going.
Classes have been stressing me the hell out. I paid for this textbook, and then the math teacher was like, something about you need to buy an expansion to the book. Yes. And so the expansion is $50. The textbook itself was $60. So I'm just like, what the fuck? I mean, okay, sure. And then I'm also still trying to do nice shit for myself. I haven't had my nails done in forever, and honestly, they look ridiculous. Okay, these cuticles.
I just took mine off. So, it's all soft and, you take the acrylic off.
These cuticles are just, they're the length of my nails. They're growing, okay? It's ridiculous. They look horrible. I wanted to buy myself these shoes. I was like, you know what? You should do it. Then they decided to make the price go up to the shoes are $80. I don't know what the fuck happened, but nigga, these shits are $130 now. And I'm like, no. And I miss my therapist. I haven't seen her in forever. She just sent me a message. And she was like, haven't talked to you in a while. Hope you're doing good. Keep using your techniques. I have lost all of my techniques. I don't know anything anymore. I need saving. But overall good. I'm good. A little sad, but good.
Yeah, so we took a 2-week hiatus because of me. It's just been a bunch of just crazy stuff going on. So my work schedule fluctuates like crazy. So I'll go from having 40 hours worth of work to 30 hours to 22 hours now. So if something pops up, if a shift pops up, I'm going to take it.
Yes. Get that bread.
This is fun, but we're not paid from this. So...
But I'm bummed.
So, it's this is cool, but, this isn't what pays the bills up in here, so...
Literally none of them.
Not one bill. So, if anything, it's another bill.
Yes.
Getting, this equipment, all that. I mean, this is, like I said, it's fun, but if I have to work, I have to work.
Yeah.
We had to switch up things with the house.
Yes, that was kind of stressful.
Beyond. Okay, so he called me at 10 o'clock. And his tone sounds so bad. It sounds so sad. I was like, did the house burn down? I was like, what the fuck? He's like, I got some really bad news. I was like, okay. Yeah, the people that were supposed to move out of the house, they decided to renew their lease. It's like, fuck.
Shit.
Okay. So I was like, well, can we get all our money back? What's supposed to happen, whatever. He was like, well, you can also look on our website, see if there's some other houses. But, you know, if you don't see anything you like, we can give you all your money back, application fee, all that. However, so I went on the website first. But, you know, I was like flustered. I was like, oh my God. Initially, I didn't see anything I liked, period. I was like, I don't even see anything I like. Fuck this. Like, let's just get back on Zillow, see what's up. So, I'm like 1 or 2 houses that we like, called both of them, and they already had like pending applications. So it was like, well, there's
which
no
basically
point.
means they're gonna get it. We're not gonna get it.
Yeah, like you can pay the money, but
ain't no sort of guarantee at all. Yeah,
and then my last 2 like pay stubs weren't the greatest.
Happens to the best of us.
So it was like, do I start over and potentially like not even get approved for another house, or do we just stay with this same company and try to just make something work or whatever? So I calmed down, got back on the website again, and then I found the 2 houses that we really liked. One was in Covington, the other was in Dallas. Both were like equally far as hell from everything we were going to need to do, like commute wise, but
is Covington farther?
It is. You could have floated south.
Yeah.
Because it's like south of Stone Mountain, like indicate like yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, it was
Either way, the locations of the house don't match for any of the shit that we do. None of it.
Not really. I mean, I can take some cases kind of in that area, but I'll be able to get good like gas mileage on like my paychecks. But
yeah, I mean, same. Just to get, actually low key, maybe not, because just to get from here to my current job is 8 minutes. So, and then from there, I think it's like 40.
Yeah.
40 minutes. Something like that. So, anyway, we got the house fine.
Temporary sacrifices for long-term goals. Because the goal is to move back, because we won't be in Cobb County anymore. The goal is to buy a house in Cobb County.
Yes.
But in order to do that, we have to like rent somewhere cheap so we can actually save the money to do that.
To do so.
So, because the house, like, it's cheap. It's cheaper to buy a house in Cobb than it is to rent one.
Which is kind of crazy. But, you know, go off. You know, whatever.
Yeah, like,
do what the fuck you gotta do.
Like, the amount of money we're paying in renting an apartment here, we could be paying in a mortgage each
on
month.
a nice house with more than 2 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, like I said, short-term sacrifice. So yeah, we'll be in Dallas, and it's actually cheaper than the one we were gonna rent in Austell, and it's bigger. It doesn't have the half bath though.
That's fine.
It's only the 2 baths.
Does this one have the finished basement, the one in Dallas?
I think so, yeah. Okay. And a 2-car garage.
I'm gonna have to look at that again.
Well, some of the websites were saying it had the finished basement, and then some said it was just a 2-car garage. So we'll find out.
I don't know.
We'll find out next week when we can finally go and see it. But the only other major concern I have is the school district is predominantly white.
Oh,
it's 51% white, 30% black.
Jesus, Deontay Christ.
29%, 28, something like that, Hispanic. So, with everything that Nate has going on, it's just concerning that he is going to be, you know, like
immersed in,
quickly labeled,
yeah, stuff
like that. So I just, please.
And it's also just knowing that he's more than likely going to experience racism. It's like,
yeah, and they got freeform locks.
Yeah.
He a free spirit.
Mm-hmm. And other black people understand that, you know, other black kids, you know, all of that. But, you know, it's just, when you...
teachers and stuff, they're going
to be like, oh, he is the one I need to look out for immediately.
Yeah, so, and he's going to be a new student. So he's automatically going to be like, you know, eyes on him.
And then him with his situation are going to be like, oh, yeah, of course he has this. It makes sense. He's black, you know.
So, yeah, like I said, it's temporary. temporary sacrifices. Because I'm not even gonna. It's too far of a drive for me to try to finesse and keep him at the school he's at now. It's too much. It's too much. Unless
we thought the same thing.
What?
Unless I think we're thinking of the same thing anyway.
What? You take him to school?
Oh, and still be at work at 7:30 in the morning?
He'll go to before school.
What time would that start?
6:45.
So what time am I waking up?
You're just dropping him off on the way to work. Your job is 10 minutes from his school.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I know that. We could talk about that off mic. Maybe, though.
Might have found a loophole.
Possibly. Because I love my nephew. I've already sacrificed certain shit for him and done certain shit for him. You know, he's one of the big reasons I go to therapy and shit. So, he is.
Because you want to be a better person. And you want to model being a better person. Like, we're all in therapy.
Yeah, and on top of that, my depression be having me fucked up sometimes. Bruh, I be trying to fight it, but depression got some hands. Depression be trying to whoop my ass. And then Nate just be coming in like, hey, Auntie Tay. And I'm just like, what? And he's like, oh. Okay. Sorry.
And I mean, that's important too. Like, everybody having their own space. Because when Nate's medicine starts wearing off at like 6.
As soon as I come home,
he don't want to be bothered with anybody, and it's hard to do that when you share in a room.
He has a really bad attitude. He does.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, before the medicine, Nate's attitude is just low key kind of trashy, but working on it. But yeah,
I'm working on not knocking this little boy head the fuck off his shoulder,
and I'm working on effectively communicating because as a child, that did not happen with me. So I'm trying.
Yes, like I'm trying to
really trying.
I'm gonna try to de-escalate and da-da-da. Mm-hmm. And it looks crazy to some people because they're like, why don't you just fucking like slap him right now?
Low key me. And I had to realize that this because growing up, I didn't have that option of like expressing how I felt about this or blah, blah, blah. It was just like, so this is what's going on. That's that on that.
Right, because I'm like, let's bring the weighted blanket. Okay, let's sit down.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to get into, like, you know, behavioral aid bag and shit. Because, like, he would be, you know, one of my clients.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm just trying to be a good person.
So, yeah, you know, we're all trying to get our lives together. But he's in Charlotte for the week because he's on fall break. So I'm trying to throw away his toys he doesn't play with.
Yes.
Get rid of his clothes that are too small to give to Tisha for
And I swear Nate's gonna be a hoarder if we don't break that shit. Because Nate be like, I know I had it when I was 6 months. I still like it. Like,
yes, like,
you don't fit this
in 5 years. Like, please let it go. See, it's easier to do it while he's not here than to fight with him while he's here.
Do you feel like the light is just more up than like centralized?
Is that why it is? Is that why you feel like the light is on?
Ooh.
Pausing for a moment.
Brief lighting change.
But yeah, I can talk about my weekend in Charlotte. Got to see my grandmother. That was really nice. It's always nice to see Nanny. I should have interviewed her further.
I was thinking that you was going to.
But I had King and stuff and Nate, and they were arguing the whole time and getting on my nerves. So we just would have... Like, it's fine when it's just Nate. Like, he can watch whatever TV and kind of entertain himself. But King was like, I want to be outside, and I want to do this, and blah, blah, blah. And
is this better at all?
It's not. Just sitting there. It's fine. No, it's fine.
God damn it. Okay.
So, yeah, got to see Nanny. My mom did my hair. Because my birthday is Friday.
Woo!
So, you know, I got my little Bantu knots in. And I'm going to take them out Friday morning. Thursday night, Friday morning, whatever. And it'll be really curly on the top. It'll be really cute. So, I wanted to get my hair cut, like, on my birthday. But it would have threw off me and Nate's, like, haircut schedule. Because he would have been out of town and all that. So, I just got it cut last year. So, the design already growing back in. But, yeah, we got those cut before I went to drop him off. So, yeah, Charlotte was fine. You know, just went to see my...
Bantus are adorable. When you take him out, that twist out is going to be great.
You're right. Thank you. I'm gonna look so cute. So yeah, no real plans for my birthday. I have to work. Working only like 4 hours. I'm working 5 to 9. So me and Kelvin are gonna do a late dinner. He's gonna cook for me, and then we're gonna rent like a movie or something, or find something on Netflix. And I told him to get some candles or something. You know, try to make it like cute in the house. And quite a few people have been like, "Why aren't you going out or doing anything for your birthday?" And I'm like,
first of all, where the fuck we gonna go? We're still in the middle of a pandemic. Just because you not locking down how we supposed to,
right?
Don't mean shit. Okay?
It's really like pissing me off. So I do have to be out in the public as it is. Mm-hmm. So because there are like certain things that you have to do has to be out in the community. So like certain supervisions I have to do. Behavioral aid, stuff like that. You have to be in the community, aka not in like the foster parent's house or whatever. So when I get to be off work, I'm in the fucking house. Like I'm not, it's bad enough I have to be out in the public, possibly being exposed to COVID as it is. Mm-hmm. So I'm not about to like do anything extra outside of that. Like after I'm off work, I'm in the house. The end. That's it. But yeah, they were like, certain restaurants are still doing birthday meals for free, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, unless we can get takeout, it's not happening. But I want I want a specific thing that he's going to cook for me. So
what is it?
Stuffed shells. They're going to be stuffed with shrimp, basically like shrimp Alfredo.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, shrimp and spinach with some good garlic bread and a little salad. It's going to be good. Our favorite wine.
Oh, that's cute. Brian's birthday's coming up, and I cannot enclose any information because I feel like he's the person that's watching.
He might be. He's so supportive.
He is very supportive, which is why his birthday is going to be super duper great for him. Well, with what I can do, because granted, COVID is still out and about running rampant. But anyway, yes. Oh, and he did my hair. I don't know if you could tell, but he did my hair. He retwisted it for me. And
he loved her.
When I tell you, when I looked at my hair, when I took out my clamps, I was like, this nigga love me, bro.
It was cute. He did a good job.
He did. For this to be the first person. He will my scalp. I will his too, but like, yeah. I felt bad because he did my hair. And then in my head, I had full intentions of like, okay, now you sit down. But then we didn't finish until like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. And I had to go to work. Or did I?
I think you did.
I think I did. Did I work with clamps in my head?
No.
Because I didn't take them out until like... Oh, wait, no.
Did you have class?
No, child, my foot swelled. I was like, okay, so boom. I got scoliosis. Not like a huge secret. You can probably tell.
Both do.
You can probably tell with my shoulders. This shit's like... Anyway. But I got scoliosis, and it puts more pressure on one side of my body than the other side of my body, so my weight is distributed differently. So my foot swells when I'm like on my feet, with my entire job, basically, all day. So, compression socks. There we go. That's all really. Oh, yeah. Well, he knows a little bit about his birthday, but he don't know much. Just like you don't exactly know what you're getting, even though you do, but you don't. Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
He in the same boat as you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody's like, well, what do you want? And, what are you going to be doing? I'm like, packing.
Mm-hmm. Because we
like
have to move.
Yeah, like mommy's bringing... Yeah, like basically after mommy leaves, I'm starting to like pack up.
Yep.
Like, finna go get a couple of boxes from, like, wherever.
Oh, remember when we were moving before? And I was just stealing boxes from Golden Crest so I can pack up our shit. It was like, what's in this banana box?
I borrowed the, what's that little wheel thing?
The dolly?
I borrowed the dolly from my job. I ain't gonna be able to... We'll have to rent one from U-Haul. And we're gonna have to get the biggest truck. Because I was telling Kelvin, I was like, what's the... what size are we going to need so we can just make one trip? Because it's 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not putting all the miles on it trying to do 2-3 trips. Like, like that's dead. So it's like, we'll have to rent the biggest one. And have you talked to Brian about helping us?
Oh, he said he'll help us.
Okay, you gonna get like some of his football friends?
Oh, we ain't talking about that.
I mean, that should be good though. Just them two.
Yeah, I mean
that should be good. The only heavy thing that's being moved are the beds, the couch, the dining room table.
That's it.
Everything else is just like boxes.
And Brian a big nigga. And Kelvin a big nigga.
They should be good.
It should be fine.
It should be good.
I ain't asking about his football friend.
Them two should just be fine.
Yeah, I think so.
And Kelvin don't want to drive the U-Haul, so can you ask Brian to drive it? I ain't driving it.
It's not hard to drive a U-Haul. I've done it before.
You can drive it then, because we getting the big one. We getting the big one.
And I got the big one when I was moving my shit. When I was being dramatic, moving out of mommy and daddy house, and my ex.
You only moved the bed though. Why you get the U?
No, I didn't just move. I moved everything. I moved the bed. I moved that big bookshelf thing that you had in the room. Oh, that had the little slidey uppy downy door. Uppy downy. Yeah. Yeah, I was being real dramatic. I was like, I'm living.
Well, you drive it, shit.
And then Daddy was being an ass. He was like, he was moving my shit, but only to like the middle of the lawn. Nigga, put it in the truck. Put the shit in the truck.
Oh my god. Oh, this is so funny.
With all the dramatics.
So yeah, Taiy, I'm gonna be driving the U-Haul then, because I ain't driving it. What else? So yeah, I need to make the reservation for that.
You just have to be okay with not being able to see what the fuck is behind you. You have to like really be in tune with your side of the mirror.
Whew.
Calm the fuck down.
Like I said, you won't be. I'm not. But yeah. So trying to just get stuff together with that. So like trying to figure out, like who the utilities are going to be through. I did the transfer thing for the cable, the internet.
Remember when we did that from apartment to apartment, and it was like, we thought you said in 32 or whatever the fuck. That doesn't even exist.
God, that shit was
don't even exist.
Me off so bad. So what happened was we were supposed to move across the hall, so that's what it was originally for. Mm-hmm. And then I had to change it to here. And then Xfinity was acting like, what was happening? Like, what the fuck? Oh,
we're moving so bad. To one number down.
One.
That's it.
One. And they were just acting like, oh, what? And then they try to charge extra for like an install, but the nigga just came in and plugged in the wire. Like y'all could have told me to do that shit over the phone. Like it was just trash. But yeah, so set up that one.
Was that the nigga that was a weird nigga that came in? Oh no.
No, that was the guy who put together the bunk
beds together.
Yeah.
Ooh,
hopefully Kelvin will be able to put together Nate's bunk bed again. He said he's only gonna like break it down somewhat, like not fully. So hopefully, I already sent him the instructions on how to put it together again.
Okay. Because we ain't welcoming that nigga here no more.
So yeah, basically,
he was sweating. I was like, "You want some water?" He was like, "No." I was like, "Oh, all right, bye." I'll see you later.
He was rude. Yeah. So yeah, basically our checking you out segments are gonna be like updates on moving. So so I would like the plan to be, we signed the lease Friday, start moving some small stuff, whatever. We move the bigger stuff and everything else Saturday with the U-Haul.
Yes.
We come back Sunday, all of us, pick a room and clean it.
Sounds good.
So we can just, turn in the keys Monday, boom, here y'all go, possibly do a walkthrough, whatever, and be done.
Is there anything we can do to make you stay?
Hell no.
No, bitch.
Hell to the no. Now, there was one house that I saw on Invitation Homes that was in Powder Springs. That was in our budget, but it wasn't available until November, and I was like, nope. I'm not staying here longer. Because if we stayed any longer, we would have had to do month to month.
And then they would
have still wanted a full month rent, even though we would have been here for like 4 or 5 days.
I was going to say, hell
fuck
no.
that, no.
Or so we could try and be slit now.
No.
I be having a lot of bad ideas, but sometimes they be good.
And then I was like, well, what if we just got a whole, like, an extended stay for like a week? Because I think the move-in date was like the 4th.
Wow.
And I was like, what if we get a storage unit?
So we would have literally just had, like, that would have been like 7 days, a week. Would have been like a week from the.
But they wouldn't have. They would have wanted a full month. I know. So that's why I was like, I'm not even about to go through changes with these people. And I was like, well, what if we get rent a U-Haul twice and put all our stuff in the storage unit, then da da da. By the time we do all that, we might as well just stay here and
exactly.
Just wasn't. So I was like, let's just these are the 2 hours.
Paid that shit here and just stayed the fuck here for that time.
Yeah, like it just wasn't it just wasn't really worth all that. So, are you ready to get into our other segments?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into hot tops.
Which one you doing?
Okay. This shit is like so aggravating and triggering. We'll do that one last though.
Okay.
So I'll talk about the first one. So, Governor Newsom signs new law prompted by Kobe Bryant's helicopter crash, making it a crime for first responders to take photos of the deceased at an accident or crime scene. The fact that this has to be a law
says a lot.
Mm-hmm. Why the fuck are you taking pictures at a crime? Well, I mean, yeah, you have to take pictures at a crime scene, but like not for like, actual evidence or whatever, or at an accident. Like, why is it the priority actually helping people? Like, what the fuck?
As someone who wanted to be a first responder for a long time, I wanted to be an EMT so badly. I was like, yes, I'm ready to bust out a truck and goddamn save a life.
I mean, or just the medical field in general or whatever. Like,
I would find it highly unprofessional if, let's say, something happened here with one of us. Like, let's say,
isn't that against HIPAA? Don't they supposed to follow HIPAA too? Oh, okay.
Yes. Let's say something happens here, and then I don't know. Long story short, someone starts taking pictures. Like one of the EMTs, instead of giving somebody CPR, they're over here like snapping up pictures. Like, that's a nice couch.
Right. Like, this is so weird to me.
That is very unprofessional. It doesn't matter what status that person is. At the end of the day, we have to look at all people as equal and treat them as such. We're not allowed to be like, oh, well, this is Kobe Bryant. Snap, snap, snap.
Right. Like, just some human decency. Like, that is
disrespectful.
You would think as a first responder, they would have that. Exactly. Like, you took an oath. You're supposed to be helping people. Mm-hmm. Like, how is this helping anybody?
It's absolutely not. And if anything, it's hurting more people than it is helping. And if anything, it was a very selfish thing to do because they were probably going to sell them. It's very likely. Because it's Kobe Bryant.
So, the law now makes it a crime for first responders to take unauthorized photos of deceased people at the scene of an accident or crime. This new measure will officially go into effect on January 1st and will result in a misdemeanor with a fine up to $1,000 per offense if such photos are not used for law enforcement reasons. Because that's what I think it was. I think they were selling them to like TMZ.
I'm sure.
Shit like that, yeah.
They're probably like, man, fuck this. Fuck this job.
Yeah.
If I sell these pictures, I'm not going to have to work. Yeah, no, now you're banned. You can't do anything. Everyone knows who you are at this point because you're the nigga who took pictures of Kobe.
Or whatever celebrity or whatever, like as they were dead or dying or what. It's just...
Dead.
Just crazy. I
find the whole entire thing very disrespectful.
Very. Just on a human level. I mean, I know some people, they don't act like they're human sometimes, but like try. Shit.
A little bit.
Go
Anywho.
ahead and read that,
So the nominations for 2020 BET Hip Hop Awards have been released. And earlier this year, they had one earlier this year, which was really nice. I really fucked with Megan's.
Was that the BET Awards? That was the BET Awards.
Oh.
These are the Hip Hop Awards,
These are the Hip Hop Awards. Earlier this year, BET showed us that despite a pandemic, the show must go on. And it's no different when it comes to the Hip Hop Awards. Recently dropped the nominations for the 15th annual BET Hip Hop Awards, and some of today's hottest artists ranked. Okay, anyway. DaBaby is leading with a total of 12 nominations. He's also made history as he has 2 entries in the Hip Hop Award in Hip Hop Album of the Year category.
Okay, rep for Charlotte.
Okay. Roddy Ricch follows him with 11 nominations, which includes Best Hip Hop Video, Best Collaboration, Hip Hop Artist of the Year, and more. The leader of the Hot Girls, Megan Thee Stallion and Drake, come in third, as they both tied with 8 nominations each. The Shade Room earned a nomination of the Best Hip Hop Platform.
Huh.
Very interesting.
That's the list.
Yeah, this is the list. Best Hip Hop Video is The Baby with Bop. The Baby featuring Roddy Ricch with Rockstar. I still haven't heard that song. Tootsie Slide, Drake. Future featuring Drake, Life is Good. Lil Baby, The Bigger Picture, and Roddy Ricch, The Box. This is a lot. Best Collaboration, The Baby featuring Roddy Ricch, Rockstar. Future and Drake, Life is Good. Jack Harrell featuring Tory Lanez. The Baby and Lil Wayne was popping.
If Tory gets an award,
I am gonna be upset.
Oh my gosh, please.
Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce, Savage. Megan Thee Stallion featuring Nicki Minaj and Ty Dolla $ign, Hot Girl Summer. DJ Mustard featuring Roddy Ricch, Ballin'. Duo groups, Chris Brown and Young Thug, City Girls, Earth Gang, Jack Boys, Migos, Run the Jewels.
What songs did Migos come out with this year?
I was wondering the same thing.
Because they were kind of doing their own thing. So.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. You know, just breaking up marriages.
Now, I love Earth Gang.
I do too. Anyway, Lyricist of the Year, Big Sean, DaBaby, Drake, J. Cole, Megan Thee Stallion, and Rhapsody. Ooh, Rhapsody. Hip Hop Artist of the Year, DaBaby, Drake, Future, Lil Baby, Megan Thee Stallion, Roddy Ricch. It's a lot. This is a lot.
Anyway, we're not doing all of these.
Yeah, we're not. It's too many.
Who would you pick for Lyricist of the Year?
Lyrics?
Like, who do you think we'll be tied with?
Honestly, Big Sean's latest album was fucking... That nigga.
It was good.
That nigga. Ooh,
I was going to say Big Sean. It's between Big Sean and... what did J. Cole come out? Oh, didn't he come up with like 2 songs?
Yeah, she came up with 2 songs. Granted, that was good, but come on, give us a little bit more. Don't use your pen to attack a black woman. Okay, that's it.
So maybe J. Cole and Big Sean, like,
yeah, possibly.
It's between them two.
Yeah, because Rhapsody's not well known enough in order to. Granted, she's well known enough to get into the nominations.
I mean, she might get it.
I don't feel like a lot of people. Yeah, I don't feel like a lot of people really like listen to her.
Mm-hmm.
I know I do. I fuck with her.
So yeah, what categories do you want to actually talk about? Because let's talk about the duos.
Okay.
Chris Brown and Young Thug, City Girls.
Oh, City Girls.
Earth Gang. Who are Jack Boys?
I have no idea who the fuck Jack Boys is.
Migos and Run the Jewels.
Who was Run the Jewels?
I don't know who Run the Jewels is.
God damn it, we don't know half the people on this mother.
If I had to pick, I would pick. I would pick City Girls because the Migos haven't done anything this year.
Yeah, I don't feel like the Migos really did anything. It would have to be for me a tie between Migos. Between Earth Gang and City Girls. And yeah.
Well, she just got out. Well, we'll see because they've been saying it's City Girls, but it's really just been what's the one?
It's Young Miami.
It's really just been Young Miami because JT has been in jail, but she just got out, and now Young Miami's pregnant. So
yeah, we got to see how that whole thing pans out. I mean, I was trying to tell her you picked a bad time to get pregnant. She was like, the fuck, I'm had this baby, so.
And like we're in a pandemic, so this is now like JT's time to get out.
Exactly.
Get her pen together, whatever.
Get herself back acclimated with society.
Young Miami, can have her baby, lose her weight, They can come out in 2021 and be fine. Like exactly. I think did she just have the baby?
I don't know. I think she did.
Yeah,
I want to say yes.
So use the rest of 2020 to lose the weight. Mm-hmm. And y'all can be good and ready to come back out and do whatever summer of 2021.
Yeah, I don't see that being like a big deal.
Because they make hot girl summer music. So
exactly.
So yeah, they'll be straight.
And literally the only people who have a problem with like city girl, hot girl shit are the people who have dry coochie energy. Okay? And I said what I said. You can be upset. I don't care. I really don't.
Y'all don't got the wop.
At all.
Okay?
Dry coochie energy is what you're exuding. Okay? Period.
So, all right. Oh, is there another one you want to talk about?
Not really.
All right. So now
I don't know half of these people, and it's crazy because I'm 21 and I'm supposed to be the person that's supposed to know this. Sorry, I don't know nothing about that.
All right, let's get into the trash for real.
The real trash. Okay.
Here are the claims Tory Lanez makes about Megan Thee Stallion shooting, incident, and aftermath.
Throughout his newly released and already much criticized self-titled project Daystar, Tory Lanez addresses the July 12th shooting, the incident that left Megan Thee Stallion injured in both of her feet from the gunshot wounds and resulting in aftermath that has played out in headlines and social media. Oh, goodness. On Daystar, Tory repeatedly suggests that he's innocent and is being framed for the shooting. On the project's first track, Money Over Fallouts, which opens with a clip of people talking about the shooting, Tory raps, Megan people trying to frame me for the shooting, but them boys ain't clean enough. Tory paints himself for the victim of the lies. He's being plotted against and calls into question Megan's account for what's occurred, asking how the fuck you get shot in your foot, don't hit no bones or tendons. Ew. He continues, girl, you had the nerve to write that statement on the affidavit, knowing I ain't do it, but I'm coming for the truest, and I thought you were solid too, but I look at how you doing me, people trying to ruin me. He brings up his claims that he's being framed for the second time, later on in the song rapping, niggas, y'all can play me, y'all can frame me, but never reach the top.
But I'm gonna reach the top.
Anyway, I'm gonna reach the top. I would never put you in no danger. If I did, you would have said it when you seen the cops.
We're pause.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say, as a domestic violence survivor and advocate, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, so doing a bunch of stuff for that. This is very trying not to be triggered. What he's doing is gaslighting, and it's very common.
Very.
Where some bullshit happened, you're abusing me. I finally reported it, and now the police are involved, and now you're trying to become the victim all of a sudden. How could you call the police on me?
Yes, gaslighting.
You really got the feds involved.
Yes.
Whatever.
Gaslighting is when you try and make someone else feel crazy by altering the reality. Let's say I punch her in the face, and then she's like, you punched me in the face, and I'm like, bitch, you punched me. That's what the fuck gaslighting is. That is a very good example of it. Because it's obvious that this is the truth, but you're advocating that this is not, when I seen it, that this is what it is. It's just,
Right. They pull you over. You have the gun. It's yours.
Yeah.
She literally came out and said, hey, you did it. Nah, they trying to frame me. There's literally text messages you apologizing saying you were just too drunk. You did it.
We all fucking know that you did it. And all these people who talk about free Tory, my nigga Tory, he innocent, that shit fired. No, you a pussy. You a bitch. Bitch made ass niggas. I ain't got time.
It's just wild to me,
and it's extremely disrespectful.
And this is just typical abuser behavior. He's not doing anything that's in any way new or anything like that. This is this is what they do. It gets extreme, which clearly it did. You shot her. Now the police are involved. Now you're trying to make it seem like you're the victim because now charges are being pressed and you could possibly go to jail.
Yeah.
I mean, what? What was I supposed to do?
Exactly.
What was supposed to happen?
And then when all of that was happening, that was in the heat of, honestly, police kill people every day. But that was in a very huge, heated, time of just...
The protests were going on.
Exactly.
All that.
It was a lot happening, and honestly, Megan Thee Stallion not saying anything to the police officers because she doesn't want black men to continuously get killed by police officers. And then knowing the situation, exactly. And then knowing the situation, knowing that there's police involved and there's a gunshot involved, and she tried to protect him from fucking jump. And then he decided to take his little 5'6" ass, all 5'6" of him, and just go against her.
I'm telling you, when I tell you it's abuser behavior.
Yes.
It's he ain't pull out no new tricks. Like, this is literally the same shit that they all do. Like, this isn't new behavior at all, period. Like, it's all just I'm trying not to get like really aggravated, but it's all just typical abuser behavior. Yeah, like when he was like, oh, you know, it wasn't me that shot you, it was someone else, da 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 da. Like, it was you. When I tell you, my ex-husband used to try to make it seem like it was everybody's fault that he was beating my ass but his. Like, you're caught, like, even when he was caught cheating and stuff, oh, it isn't that, it's something else, da da da, whatever. Like, when I tell you these niggas will die with the lie,
yes,
we have all the evidence that it's you. This is what you're doing. This is what's happening. Nah, that's not what's happening. Like, what is? Oh my gosh. But in brighter news, Megan is still living her best life.
Yes,
she was just on the cover of Time magazine as the most influential person of the year.
Yes, and it was so beautiful.
Looking so cute with her braid flinging in the wind.
Yes! And then people still tried to hit on her because it was like, look at her feet. First of all, she's an entire, 5'11"? Do you expect her to have size 6 feet? What the fuck? She's not going to stand up.
That's like I read.
Get the fuck over it.
That's like I read somewhere they were trying to say, like, oh, if your feet are bigger than a size 7, you a man. I'm like, the average woman's shoe size is a 9. Like, what?
Get the fuck out of here.
Niggas just be saying anything. Niggas just be saying anything. Oh, the door wasn't locked. You just unlocked it.
Yeah, I know. Ryan's on his way.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
this whole if you this, you're not a woman thing is just ridiculous to me, and it sounds like a whole bunch of just dumbassedness.
Yeah, over it. But yeah, if you support Tory in any way at this point,
just leave me the fuck alone. Don't talk to me.
Just you don't need to be around me.
Don't talk to me.
You don't need to be around me
because you exude exactly what I was talking about earlier. 1, dry coochie energy. 2, abusive nigga energy. I don't have time for it. I'm not with any sort of abuse at all. I was gaslighted for fucking 6 years. I don't have time.
To conclude Hot Topics, if you or someone you know is experiencing abuse of any kind, it is domestic violence.
Yes.
You can reach out to me or any of the other advocates I work with, with Safe Space Property Management Incorporated. Our website is safespacepropertymanagement.com. You can reach out to us via our Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. We are here. We are constantly working. We have several services that we can help you with. If we need to, we can refer you out and point you in the direction of help that's in your area, because we are based in Greater Atlanta. So, you know, if you're in Alaska, we can help you with resources in Alaska, Arizona, you know, wherever. You don't have to put up with your partner being violent towards you in any way.
And I'd like to say, so for a long time, I didn't consider what my ex was doing as abuse because he wasn't beating my ass. Mm-hmm. But him controlling me, telling me what to do, telling me that I can't do this, telling me that I can't see this person, telling me that I have to do this, or he would also like control my money. That is abuse. And for a long time. And then when my sister went through what she went through, I was like, oh, what I'm going through is definitely small because it's not what she went through. But just because your situation is not as bad as the next person's doesn't mean anything.
It's not a trauma race.
Exactly. No one deserves to be abused at all.
Right.
And if you, just no one deserves to be abused.
If you need help, there is help.
Yes. So,
you know, reach out. There's no shame. No one's judging you. We're all domestic violence survivors or have been touched by domestic violence in some way. So we're not here to judge you.
At all.
If you want help, it is here. You can reach out to us. But yeah, let's get into the main topic. Tayana's going to read the article while I go and get my charger because the light and everything is going to come. So
damn. All right. So, hey guys. So there's been a thing about having kids is a flex, not having kids is a flex. None of that shit really matters to me. All of it is a flex if you ask me, but boom. So this is the real problem. So it says, this is an article saying why America's birth rate is still tanking. The cost of raising a child and lost millennial wealth. Damn, you left me alone for 2 seconds. I do not know how to read.
Oh my
It's been
gosh.
10 years since... It's been 10 years since the Great Recession ended, yet despite robust economic growth and low unemployment over the past 2 years, birth of the United States have continued to plummet. Before the Great Recession, the fertility rate... That's such a long thing to read. Let's go here. Earlier this year, the National Centers of Health Scientists reported that the birth rate in 2018 had fallen to 59 births per 1,000 women ages 15 to 44, the lowest birth rate ever recorded in U.S. history. But before 2018, the 2017 birth rate had been the lowest rate ever recorded. In the year before that, 2016 had been the lowest rate. In fact, of the 10 lowest birth rates on record, 9 of them have occurred in the past 9 years. Despite the low birth rates, however, preferences, Jesus, for childbearing in the U.S. have not declined. If childbirthing preferences have not declined, why are birth rates continue to decline in spite of the reboast of the economic growth and low employment rates? People just on birth control and not really fucking like that, really. Niggas be sad.
Look, I'm like, another article blaming millennials for every fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's going to trickle down to Gen Z, as always.
Many millennials have faced high employment and underemployment earlier in their careers, were not able to accumulate as much income or savings as prior generations had when they were entering the workforce. For some young adults, it has been made more difficult for them to achieve enough financial stability to start a family. As adults aged 20 to 34, it make up the bulk of the childbearing in the U.S. Lower birth rates among the millennial generation have directly translated into failing birth rates overall.
And see, even with that, so like 20 to 34, you're 21, you're considered Gen Z. Mm-hmm. They're even confused about what exactly is millennial and Gen Z. Like half of the stuff that they blame millennials for is really Gen Z. Some of the stuff they blame Gen Z for is really millennial. Like they don't know, like. And
I'm tired of this. People assuming that Gen Z starts with like these like 11-year-olds. No. I'm the oldest possible Gen Z, and I'm 21.
And I think, is Nate the youngest?
Yes. The fact that me and my nephew are in the same generation just irks the fuck out of me. But it's fine. I'm happy he was born.
He's here.
Yes.
We're happy about it. But, oh yes, you talked about the flex with everybody online and stuff.
Yes, saying that this is a flex and this is a flex and it's all a fucking flex. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, baby girl.
Especially because, you know, the people in my age group, we're almost 30 years old. Like, it's normal for you to be married, have kids. Like, it's not like we're fresh out of high school or 16 or 21 in college or whatever. Like, I don't got no kids. Okay.
That's good.
Like, okay, cool. Like, you're not... 50 years ago, it was weird for you to be 29, 30 years old and not have at least one kid. Mm-hmm. And not be married and whatever else. So, like, I don't know. I think they do it. I think people, like, you know, do this flex because a part of them may feel a little unfulfilled. In my like my older group. Mm-hmm. They may feel a little unfulfilled. Like, you know, I don't have the stable, great relationship. I'm not married. And I don't have kids, but oh, look at me. I don't have any kids. I'm at the club every weekend, or I'm doing whatever. Like, okay, have a blast. I don't know.
That's great for you.
Yeah, like if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
The whole thing sounds weird to me, and I got completely and totally cussed the fuck out. This woman told me on my Instagram that like you don't want to have kids because your parents thought you were a burden and they never really wanted you. And I was just like, I'm just 21 and I just want to be a nurse before I have a kid.
Right. Like, I just want to get my shit together
I was like, damn, she ain't had to read me like that. I was the planned one. First of all.
The only one.
I was the only one that was planned.
The only one that was planned.
The fuck? But of course I didn't say all that. Because she was, first of all, she's like 28 and she's like 9 months pregnant. She's gonna pop any day now. And
did you know her, or was it just like a random person?
I had no idea who she was.
Oh, like, that's all the more reason to not respond. Like, bitch, I don't know
she
you.
wrote me this long paragraph telling me how I am my parents' biggest disappointment, and I was just like, okay, girl. I just don't want to have children. Like, I don't think it's that deep.
You're the most successful.
I wasn't gonna say that.
So, like, what?
I wasn't gonna say that though, because I think you are though. To be honest,
I'm not.
I just feel like you are. I think it's because you're the older one, and like, you know,
I'm just farther ahead because I'm older. That's all. You're gonna accomplish more than I am.
We are sisters.
We stick together. Oh my God. That's on Disney Plus.
It is.
Yes. Cheetah girls, cheetah sisters.
Gotta do what we gotta do.
Mama ain't raised no food.
We have to watch that.
Yes, it is definitely on Disney Plus. What was I about to say? Yeah, like I said, it's all a flex. Like, if you want to flex, hey, I got my kids, we're doing great. Like, I know wives and moms at our age right now, one, like, is running her own business. She's homeschooling her kids. She, like, farms and shit. They're vegan.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Yeah, like, she the shit for real. Like, she, you know, they're doing great. And I know some that, you know, got a bunch of kids, a bunch of baby daddies, kind of raggedy, whatever. But as far as...
kind of raggedy, whatever.
It's kind of raggedy. It's kind of raggedy.
Future looking a little bleak, you know. It's
real raggedy. Real raggedy. Look, I got my one raggedy baby daddy and kid. That's it. I'm good. I'm all set.
That's all she didn't need it. That's all she getting. All she got. That's it.
That's it.
And I know people who my age, we graduated high school together. Well, I graduated early, so not with me, but we graduated high school in the same year technically, and they got kids. They sad. Just can't find a job, can't find no babysitter. One of the girls I graduated with got 3 kids right now, 3 kids, 2 baby daddies, and she's struggling. She's a fucking waitress. It's hard as fuck.
That childcare shit ain't a game,
and it's hard as hell.
And it's so high.
It is,
and you don't be wanting to leave your kids with just anybody. Like, I was lucky in that
you got a village.
Yeah, like Nanny was able to keep him for like that first year and a half. Then he was with Aunt Bessie. Then he was able to go to the preschool part-time and stuff. And so Nate didn't have to go to like a daycare. I couldn't afford it anyway. But he was at least like with family. Like, I knew Nate was taken care of, and he was he wasn't, you know, somewhere where they just had him in the crib all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, there was that, but
and if you're ready for it, have your kid. If you're not ready for it and you just so happen to get pregnant and you don't believe in, like, you know, other options, that's fine. Do what you believe is right. At the end of the day,
for you.
At the end of the day, do what you believe is going to work out for you. If I got pregnant today, sorry. Stop.
Like, do not get excited.
Yeah,
okay? Do not get
speaking
excited.
of that, so I'm not pregnant, so it don't matter. Anyway, so I was on antibiotics, you know, blah, blah, blah. That fucks with birth control. And my period decided to be like 5 days late. So I'm like, listen, no.
Don't got time.
No time for it. Okay, so I took the pregnancy test. I told my friend Siobhan, and she was like, oh my God.
Why are you getting high?
And I was like, no. She was like, oh, I'm ready to go shopping. I was like, oh, for me, because there's no baby. There's no baby. Okay. And then took the pregnancy test. I wasn't pregnant, of course. First of all, I'm smarter than that. I just didn't know why I was late. But anyway.
It was like, let me just go ahead for GP. Just go ahead and get one.
Exactly.
Like, okay.
I was like, fine, fuck it. So I text her like, oh, yep, you know, it's negative, girl. Anyway. And then she was like, oh, Girl,
And see, the whole low birth rate thing is weird to me because for every person I know that doesn't have a kid, I know somebody else that has like 5.
That makes up for that person not having
right. So
kids.
like okay,
That's
like, you got
hilarious.
enough kids for everybody. Like you good. You know what I'm saying? So it's just weird to me.
That's hilarious. You have enough kids for everybody.
Yeah, like you got enough kids for 2-3 of us. Like,
and literally, I'm the only person. Me and my friend Nashra, we are the only girls like that I know of that don't have no kids.
I'm one of the only ones I know that only has one. Me and like one of the like football moms. Everybody else has like 2-3. It's at least 2.
I just think that's. Ooh, do you think though?
And that's fine.
If you're financially for people in my age group, like 21 and younger, if you're
most aren't.
Yeah, if you're financially stable enough in order to have your kid and to not have, don't bring no baby into no broken home.
The
Don't
only
bring
ones
no baby
I know
into
are like the ones making a bunch of money on like YouTube. Shit.
Yes, you know how pissed off it makes me to know that I have to wake up every morning and go to work, and as an 8-year-old making like $20 million off of YouTube. Oh, I'll be upset every morning.
We need to go ahead and make Nate one, but he don't be wanting to be on camera. He don't even want to take pictures.
Exactly.
Let alone be on camera. Like,
he loves taking pictures of me. He'd be like, Snapchat hasn't seen me. Get the fuck out my face.
He hates when I try to take his picture.
Oh.
I think it's because I'm mom. He's like, he started puberty, so he's at that like, oh, my mom's embarrassing phase.
Yeah. Little does he know it's gonna be me. I can't wait until he's like, this is my girlfriend. Like, I can't wait. Oh. Yeah. He's in for a surprise. He thinks it's gonna be her. Oh, this one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
I'm be like, ain't no girlfriend. Go head home.
Oh.
Be like, call your mom. Go head home.
Your dad know. This is your boyfriend. Your mom know. Ooh, I remember when
cause ain't no kids.
Wait, who's my first one?
So after you 25.
Remember when I used to go out with Tony?
Yeah.
I remember he called the house one day and Daddy answered and he didn't get off the line. Daddy stayed because we had a house phone, and Daddy stayed on the line. And Tony said something. We were trying to like I think he wanted to kiss me or something, and Daddy was like, "Hold up, what the?" I hung up the phone so fast. Oh my goodness, I hung up the phone so fast. Granted, I didn't want to kiss him anyway. He used to like walk me to the bus and give me money. So it was like, okay, cool, you know.
I feel like everyone has had that boyfriend.
You
where
can
it's
be
like,
that boyfriend.
It's like, you cute or whatever, but I mean, like, cool, but I mean, you know, you buying me lunch.
What's crazy is I like girls. I didn't even like boys at the time. I didn't even like boys at the time. I was kissing girls under the slides and shit, and he was just like, I love her. You want a juice box,
I
baby?
had a boyfriend like that in 6th grade, 7th grade. 6th or 7th grade. And I knew he was cheating on me with this light-skinned girl, and it was obvious, but I didn't care because he was buying me lunch.
Oh well.
He was like, you my girl, so you know. And I want to say we dated for like maybe 2 months. And he was obviously like messing with the girl. Like I did not. I was like, shit, as long as he buying this pizza and fries with the apple juice.
Period. Okay.
I did not care.
And he was talking to this girl named Jasmine, and she kept trying to be like, well, he got me something for Valentine's Day. Listen, baby, he bought my lunch. Okay. I don't know about you, and you got a teddy bear, bitch. I got chocolates.
Look,
mind your business.
He finally broke up with me and was like, I just don't feel like, you know, you super into me. I'm gonna date whoever this duck face girl is. She was just light skinned.
Oh,
you know that's all it takes. It wasn't that she looked like a duck. She had big eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, she had big eyes. So it was like, I'm gonna go over here, and I was like, oh, all right.
Me and Tony legit never.
I was just like,
up.
dang, ain't nobody gonna buy my lunch. I gotta buy my own lunch again.
That should annoy you. That should now I gotta save up.
Saving my back
just to eat. Anyway, but we never broke up. I just moved schools.
Oh yeah, we started going to KIPP.
Yeah, I started going to KIPP right on time. Low key, Brian was trying to expel me. So,
yeah. But yeah, back to the main topic. stop. I just hate that they're always trying to blame millennials for everything. Like, okay, everybody doesn't want to have 5 to 7 kids. Okay. Right. Like, what the fuck? Why?
And if you really look at it,
goddamn.
If you look at how modern day medicine has like increased the longevity of people's lives, niggas back in the day had to have like 6 kids, 10, 11, 15 kids back
to work the farm and shit.
Exactly.
Who's still living on the farm?
And another thing, if you really look at the generations that have been, if you look at it, our mommy was raised by the generation of we have to have a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So,
right.
I'm sure that thinking is not that far out.
Yeah, my mommy's 1 of 5 too.
Exactly. Yeah. And that thinking isn't that far out. That wasn't too long ago.
Right.
Like.
Right.
So, and not everybody is dying at 30. So,
and I mean, like they talked about with the income thing, back in the day, you could raise a family on 1 income.
Yeah, no, not
so
today.
You know, the mom could stay home and be with the kids and all of that.
It's not like that no more.
It's not like that anymore. And childcare is like the price of a fucking mortgage.
Exactly. Unless like one of y'all's a doctor. And I don't mean just a regular family physician. I mean
Dr. Miami.
You need okay.
Dr. Miami.
Cause
oh my gosh, like come on now. Yeah, unless like both of y'all are like executive, blah blah blah, whatever, and y'all can like hire a nanny. Even with that, they be trying to hire like people under the table, you know, Consuela or some shit. Oh. They ain't finding nobody on care.com. You know, like they be trying to find little loopholes to pay people cheap and shit. Anyway, it's just not. If you can have 1 or 2, cool, have 1 or 2. If you don't want to have none, that's cool too.
That's totally fine.
But the thing too is the reason why they say like, oh, you know, the millennials aren't having enough kids for like the next generation, whatever, is because of Social Security. They want there to be there to be enough people working to pay into Social Security to take care of the old people, and because something fell.
I don't know what that was.
Something fell.
All right.
But because we're not having enough children. Oh, you know, Social Security is gonna be gone. Social Security. Okay, y'all been threatening and saying Social Security gonna be gone. We know that. We know that. They're getting rid of pensions for a bunch of jobs and stuff like that.
My job damn sure got rid of it quickly.
We already accepted the fact that we probably going to die at our jobs.
Yeah, that's why we're not going to
get
to
retire. We're not going to get to retire. Like it's just over with. It is what it is.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be working at somebody's cubicle and I'm gonna just slump over, and that's gonna be at 95 or 110 or whatever the hell. I'm never
so
gonna be able to retire.
Okay, we're gonna get to that when we get to the getting to the money part.
Let's just wrap this up now. In conclusion, it's all a flex. If you want to have kids, have them. If you don't.
Period. It's really simple.
If you get, just because you get pregnant doesn't mean you have to have the child.
Exactly.
Listen, I work with children who were discarded. If you do not want to be a parent, please. Either find an agency to let the child be adopted or give the child back to God, because like having these kids and fucking them up isn't helping anybody. Period.
At all. It's really harmful, if anything. A little bit of a difficulty.
This episode is finna be ghetto. I'm over it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the money segment. Okay.
Well, I might as well start then.
Go ahead.
So
she was ready.
I was. So my job was like, so ain't no raises. We already lost like 3 MAs. Short staff is a motherfucker. Shit is getting weird. Shit is fucking difficult. And they still just talking about when we replenish the fund. What? Replenish the fund? We are the funds.
Weren't they getting like pandemic support, pay, whatever? Like what?
No, we've never gotten that.
Why not?
I've never gotten that ever in my life. What?
I'm talking about the hospital itself. I'm not talking about...
Oh, I thought you were talking about the employees. I was going to say, girl, we all struggling. Okay?
The hospital got something. It should have trickled down to everybody. It definitely
should have. It just didn't because they're trash. Anyway, so they got me just yesterday. They had me working not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 doctors. I had 2 doctors in the morning and I had 2 doctors in the afternoon. You know how fucking hard that shit is? And then their schedules kept conflicting. It was too much going on. It was just like, and then I had one patient after the next, 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 after the next. And all of my patients are typically old white men. Okay, and then there's like a couple like.
Now, were you in Marietta or were you?
Yeah, I was in Marietta.
Okay.
All my patients are typically old, nasty white men. Let's make that part clear.
Yeah, they are.
I'm sure in a day I get groped at least twice by like a random guy. I'm taking their blood pressure. They trying to, oh, is that a butt? Like, oh, let me, always something going on with me and my job. But just happened yesterday. So I'm like, great, cool. It's my last patient. Fine, cool, whatever. She decides to get up on the bed and just throw up on herself. She don't tell me nothing.
Oh my God.
She didn't tell me like, oh, I'm feeling a little, I don't know, I need an ambu bag, something. She ain't tell me shit. She just gets on the bed, she sits down, she looks at me, she tells me how old she is, blah, 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 blah. And she just literally just like, blah.
What was wrong with her?
Oh, I still don't know. She said she wasn't feeling good, so she got into the building.
Oh.
You should have left. You could have thrown up on yourself somewhere the fuck else. Or maybe not on yourself, But anyway, yeah. And I had a patient who was like, how old are you? You're 21? Wow, that's great. You're going to be working for the next, 50, 60 years. And I was just like, nigga, damn. First of all.
I know.
First of all, you don't have to tell me that. Okay? You really don't. I already know this. Okay? That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm trying to get into the field of which I love.
It's like, thank you, Captain Obvious.
Exactly. He's like, oh yeah, well, I got to retire early because, okay, great. That's amazing for you, Mr. John. Okay? That's great. I don't have that fucking option. Okay? I really don't. And then even when I do, you know what?
White privilege, man.
Just, that's something that I have to like, I'm still trying to deal with, is that these older white people that I work with, well, that are my patients, they're going to come in with their privilege.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
It never leaves their side. They keep that thing on them. They do. It's never going to leave them.
That thing on them.
Yes, that privilege. And I had one patient, speaking of privilege, I had one patient, like 3 days ago. He was like, randomly, I was giving him his medications and he was like, yeah, I only take brand names. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's fine. Most patients can take, the generic. It's a bit cheaper, whatever. It's the same medication. And he was like, yeah, I don't think people like that are privileged enough to have the brand name. And I was like, yeah, I don't think so either. He was like, yeah, I'm privileged. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, yeah, so are you. You're young, you're black. And I was like, that's okay, sure. You think that is me being privileged, me being young and black? If anything, I'm at even more of a disadvantage.
Exactly. And a woman?
Exactly. Oh!
Child.
What the fuck? In America?
I can go in this parking lot right now and be raped and killed and ain't nobody gonna come and look for me. Ain't nobody gonna come investigate nothing. But I'm privileged.
So, speaking of that, I was talking about how there's an anthill. Hey, babe, there's an anthill in the near the trash can over there, and I almost stepped in it. And I was like, if I would have just fallen out on the floor, wouldn't have nobody came again. I would have had to wait for Kelvin to just randomly come out when he goes to the store to finally find my body over here.
Oh my gosh.
To find my body over here. Nobody would have checked for me.
Speaking of anthills, my car got infested with ants. While at work. So I had to do I've been doing mostly overnights, and I am going to be switching to some more day work soon. Now that Nate will be going to school Monday through Thursday at least, starting next week. Really nervous about it, but he has to go in order to get the resources and stuff that he needs. So. And
he knows to keep his mask on.
Yeah,
I have taught Nate. If it's too big, loop it around the ears twice. We ain't got time for that. You ain't bringing nothing home. Don't share no mask, none of that.
So yeah, I was doing it overnight, and I had to do one at a group home, and it was like in Stone Mountain, like in the middle of the woods.
Oh.
And I ended up parking on the anthill, and I didn't know because it was dark. I just backed in because I got to be able to pull the fuck off. I can't.
Yeah.
Though they were under my hood, they were in the trunk. I forgot I had bird seed in the trunk. from when I was like feeding, not feeding my client. My client likes to, she likes to feed the ducks. Oh. So I got like a big bag of bird seed, and we would go like once a week, twice a week to go feed the ducks. So it was just cheaper to just have, pay like the $10 and get the big bag versus doing the quarters every time. Mm-hmm.
I just realized my room looks like shit. All right.
He'll be okay. He'll survive. So yeah, dealt with that. That was last week before. Took me forever to like fully get the ants out of there. Kelvin and Nate had to help me like with the last bit.
Oh.
Yes, that's so sweet.
You didn't use a little vacuum thing?
Yeah, I had, to get the rest of the bird seed out the trunk. Yeah. This is in the trunk. And then, oh my God, so I think I'm completely done with my favorite client. So they called me to come out to work with her again last week because she disrupted placement. So what happens is when you disrupt placement, it's when like you either break the rules, something crazy happens, whatever. Yeah. The foster parent, lets DFACS know that, you got to get the fuck out, find somewhere else for this child to go. So she disrupted placement. She was in Atlanta, but then they sent her to McDonough, whatever. Super fucking far.
That's far as shit. Child.
So I was like, all right, she's my favorite client. Haven't seen her in forever. Like, let's find out what's going on with her, whatever. So I worked with her for a couple of days. She's like, I want to go back to Miss Such and Such's house. They finally make arrangements to let her go back for a weekend. Because the problem was, she needs a lot of attention. Yeah. And the foster mom worked from home. And she's like, I can't work and like give her this 24-hour attention. Like, I let her come on the weekend. Because she's like, I'm done with my work. Like, yeah. I can like give her the attention that she needs. I go to pick her up Friday to drop her off at the foster mom's house. When I tell you we weren't there for 5 minutes, and she already had an episode, and mind you, I was trying to like hurry up and get home so I could like get Nate ready and we could go drive up to Charlotte. The foster mom was stuck in traffic. She having an episode. I'm just sitting there like, if this little girl don't sit the fuck down somewhere, like for real, sit your ass down.
Today, right now,
right this second. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you had people going through all these changes to bring you back here, and then the moment you get back here, you start showing your ass again,
whole ass.
Oh my God! Then she was trying to like rip my necklace off that Kelvin got me for my birthday 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I think 2 years ago. Anyway, yeah, she was just really pissing me off, and I'm like,
nice necklace. I'd be mad as hell.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's to the point now where it's like her case manager doesn't want to do what needs to be done to like fully get her the help that she needs. She's being like shifted around constantly. Like I think she's in Fayetteville now. I don't even know where the fuck that is.
What? I only know Fayetteville, North Carolina,
and that's far.
Shit.
So I'm just over it. I'm tired. It fell.
Oh, that's what fell?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it keeps falling out. So
it's fine. What it is.
So yeah, I can't work with the client that has these type of issues and the case manager isn't like doing what needs to be done to like fully help her. Yeah. And you're calling me at the last minute wanting me to drop everything to like come and help her and come and get her as if I don't have other cases. Like, tell me what the fuck needs to happen for a month, 2 months, 3 months, so I can plan my other cases around it. You calling me up on a Monday morning like, hey, can you go and get her? No, I'm literally with another client. Like, you should have told me this last week that you needed me to work with her this week or whatever so I could plan accordingly. Like, anyway, work has been real, there's a lot of moving parts with my job. So, like, 1 minute you're scheduled to work the entire week. The next minute you have, like, 10 hours. So, because, there's a lot of moving parts. Like, a kid could run away. Like, I deal with a lot of that with the overnight cases. It's something about nighttime that they just feel like, oh, here's my chance. I'm out of here. I don't know.
I'm going to run away.
It's like you can run during the day too. Like nobody's
nobody's
chasing you down.
I guess because it's dark, they're probably like, I'm just gonna run.
Yeah,
like,
they're not gonna see the tag number in the car like I did. I saw it. No one's coming to run after you regardless. Like unless you're like a child. Like once you turn 16, they stop looking for you.
That one client that just ran the fuck away in the midst of being at Walmart, that's the one I respect. Daytime, public place. Oh yeah, she was gone.
He's like, all right, I'm out. Like, oh okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have so much respect for her.
Like, all right, bet.
You just looked up, she was gone. It was like up, down.
No, that wasn't the Walmart. That was the mall. We're at the mall.
At the mall.
I went to go and get my receipt. I turned around. Her ass was gone. She got in the lift. Like, she got like a nigga to get her a lift. When I
tell you this was so she put effort. Timing was down pat. Perfect. Okay? Much respect.
Just for her to come back.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Then, like, that night, later on that night or whatever.
She probably got hungry. Got tired of smoking weed and drinking tap water. Oh, another thing about my job. Leave politics out this shit. One of my patients was like, so you voting for a white man or a white man? And then I was like, you take here amlodipine? And he was like, yeah, well, who you voting for? And I was just like, okay, sir, I don't want to talk about this. And then he was like, Trump has done so much for the blacks. And I was like, blacks?
Oh my God.
I was just like, oh Lord, you lost me. You've lost me. And you know what? You're telling me all of this shit that Trump has done for the black people. You know I'm the black people. You know I'm the one that's a part of the black community.
The black people.
You know I'm the blacks.
God, you're so annoying.
Oh.
You're so annoying. And I'm supposed to have a quarterly update meeting, whatever, with my team lead today at 2:00. So
cute. Keep it cute.
We'll see how it's supposed to be brief. I literally just talked to her yesterday, but for like formality, we have to we met today at 2:00 to discuss blah blah blah.
Oh, okay.
You know, for paperwork reasons, but yeah, I talk to her all the time. She's a domestic violence survivor too. And her story is like very similar to mine. Like it's crazy. She's just white, so she was able to like actually have resources and help.
I hope Nate saw that hug so he doesn't think that we don't love each other.
He knows we love each other.
He was like, you guys don't hug each other. Nate, remember when he said that? He was like, y'all don't hug or anything. I just never knew. He said he thought that we were mad at each other or something.
Oh.
Because we don't hug or like touch really. I was like, I was like, is she bad? I don't know. Is she upset?
But yeah, that's just what's been going on with work. Starting next week, I am gonna starting this week, I'm gonna take a couple of cases, but I'm gonna start working during the day and maybe doing like 1 or 2 nights, like hotel or something like that.
Oh, so you can be home when they want.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, he'll be gone, so there's no.
Oh yeah.
He'll be at school, so. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and Safe Space is planning. We're doing hashtag 31 days of domestic violence awareness. We'll be sharing a domestic violence fact each day. For the 31 days of October, October 31st, we are concluding Domestic Violence Awareness Month with a sip and share, where if you're a domestic violence survivor, advocate, all that stuff, you can join us virtually via Zoom. And you can, bring your favorite drink, whatever that is. Not everyone drinks alcohol. I love a little sip. Not everyone drinks alcohol. And we're just going to, share our victories and, how, the month of October has went with, domestic violence awareness and the work that we're doing and, just to encourage each other and all that stuff. We also are selling our calendars. They came in. They look so good. I'm so excited. Continue to order them. They're $20 through our website. I think it's like $5 shipping or something like that, whatever. So yes, all of the proceeds go to our programming and funding. We have gotten a big grant, but we're still working on, our plans and all that stuff, whatever. So we'll reveal that later. But But yes, we did get a big grant, and we're really excited about that. So yeah, that's also like, you know, stuff that we're working on, like the different trainings and stuff for that.
Did you see that?
See what?
It was like,
oh, the light flashing.
No, never mind. It's fine. I think I'm tripping.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's our get into the money segment. Let's get into our Flava in your ear segment.
So I did the song "Brain Stew" by Green Day.
I haven't listened to Green Day in forever.
So when I tell you this song randomly just like came to me and I was like, what is that? And then I forgot about it and then I saw a Instagram reel, whatever the fuck. And it was this guy like skateboarding and drinking a cran apple and he like had the song playing and I was like, that's the song! Okay. And then I like immediately just went back to me being like 13 and emo and I was just like, this is it. Yes. And
oh my gosh.
My other song is "Make the Most" by H.E.R and Lonr.
Lonr. Oh, that was my song a couple weeks ago. Yes. Yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah, I really like that song. Too, yeah. I really like that song. It just makes me want to hug Brian. Like hard. Yeah, like.
Yeah, mine is, talk about a throwback, "Chills" by Fatty Coo. Who remembers Fatty Coo? Remember they were like that group that was formed in like that BET show? I forgot what the show was called. But they made this song, "Bounce, Bounce, but Bounce, Bounce, but Bounce, Bounce." But yes, "Chills" by Fatty Coo. That's a really cute song. And, oh, she's about to die. And,
oh, shit. Boom.
Yeah, that was my old song. And then my new song is "Kiss" by Devin, Morrison, and Alex Isley. They're like, the song together is really dope, but they also do like really great music individually. Devin Morrison is really good. Alex Isley, I played like her songs 50 million times on here. Like, she's really dope.
I really fuck with Alex Isley.
So yes, listen to her. So what is next? We haven't done a show in forever. I feel like I'm rusty. Oh, the next is our "Give Us Your Money." So
just in time for our light to give out. You see, look at that.
Give us your money. So for this segment, we're going to talk about several businesses. Well, kind of. My nonprofit. As I said before, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So buy our calendar. Donate to us via Facebook. You can donate on Instagram now too. Cash App. Hashtag Safe Space Properties. So yeah, all that good stuff. And then we also bought waist beads from our friend Tisha.
Yes.
Ooh, wait, I'll show you mine. Oh, see, y'all gonna see a real body. Oh wait, where's the other one at?
Ooh, child.
Ooh, I was about to show my titties. Up, Lord on the live. But yeah, y'all about to see a real body. See, they're really cute. And her name,
I had made an anklet.
Oh, with the extra, yeah. So yeah, it's really cute. Tiana. And her name on IG is Infinite Aries. So yes, find her, order your waist beads, super cute.
Yes.
Super cute. And also give us money.
Please, I'm still a very poor college child.
Yes, give us money. That's important. How you can give us money? Casebook, Cash App.
What the fuck is Casebook?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
Let go off.
Cash App and PayPal. That info is going to be in the show notes. How you can help us? That doesn't cost money. You can rate, like, subscribe. Follow us.
Talk about us. Word of mouth is the best way of getting information out.
Yes. Subscribe to us on YouTube, like our Facebook and Instagram. We're at Malindsay Podcast on both Instagram and Facebook. You can rate us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher. I think those are the only ones you can actually rate. But you can follow us on all the other ones. Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, all that stuff. Engage with us. Comment on our YouTube. We have Angie commented on the YouTube videos. It was funny.
Oh, I have to look at them.
Yeah, and then you can comment on our Instagram or Facebook. I mentioned YouTube already. There was another one you can make comments on. I can't remember right this second. But you can also Also, tell everyone you know about us. Oh, and another way to engage with us, you can send us an email. If you
voicemail.
Yeah, and voicemail. If you have Anchor, like, that's set up for you to, leave voicemails. But if you don't,
yeah,
it gets really
email.
Complicated. So just send us an email. We're still waiting to hear the good stories about black men protecting black women.
Yeah.
Haven't gotten one.
So, just by next, I feel like we should give up on it.
I don't want to.
I don't want to either, especially because we both have really... Now we finally have good examples of men in our lives. I understand, but not a lot of people have that.
I'll give an example today before we wrap. So, I've been having somewhat chest pain. It's gas. And it's been going on for a couple of days. Why are you making this face? It's been going on for a couple of days. And normally when I do get gas in my chest, it passes pretty quickly, but it hasn't. And, Kelvin told me to sit my ass down.
Yes, those exact words, because she doesn't respond to anything else. Like her son. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay, what we're not going to do is attack me.
Okay, go on.
That's not what we're going to do. So yes, I've been having really bad gas in my chest. And I don't have insurance, so that's what it's going to have to be. This isn't like a symptom of COVID or anything like that. Like, it's like I'm not having trouble breathing. I'm not.
Bigger things are going on than COVID. Especially when it comes down to chest pain. I work in cardiovascular medicine, y'all. So when she told me she had chest pain, I'm like, the fuck?
Look, if I die, I got enough money in the safe to cremate me, okay? Shit. I don't have insurance, so it's going to have to be what it is. Anyway, he has really encouraged me to sit my ass down. Mm-hmm. He told me that he's never going to put me in a position where he's hurting me and he knows that I'm hurting and he doesn't care about it and, that type of thing. And he was like, this is what your emergency fund is for. You need to sit down. He's like, don't take any more cases this week. Just work your couple of hours that you have and that's it. So.
Great advice. I'm
going to listen. Because I know that he's telling me what he's telling me because he loves me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be receptive of love. Even though I want to take more cases and work. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah. Do you have anything lately that Brian's done that's been sweet? Or
he did my hair for me.
Yeah.
He did my hair for me. And that was really nice. And I just appreciate him. And, yeah, I don't know. Every day he just, I think because my standards for men have been in the garbage for so long that he just be doing everyday shit and I just be like,
yes, like he be caring. Over this morning, it's like your bar is so low because of them other niggas and I ain't them. Yes. Like he'll ask me like, did you eat? And then if I say no or whatever, he'll be like, well, you should probably fucking eat. Like, do you need me to get you some? Like, he just cares. And it's just like, don't nobody else be caring about me like this. At all.
And it's just appreciated. I just really care and love him.
So, yeah, in conclusion, love the people that love you. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Adios. You did a really good job with that one. Love the people that love you. That shit was cute as fuck.
I'll be trying.